Happy autumn! Today I'm going to talk about some of the ways that I decorate for autumn that include food, fabric, and photos. Add a little orange to the environment in autumn. And these are ceramic bowls. This one was made by my daughter in high school, by my son in high school, and this one I got at a free swap. But I just turn them upside down and then use the bottom to put these little pumpkins that you get. I think they're called Jack B. Little pumpkins that you just pick up at the grocery store. And I thought that was just a really cute way to add some color into the autumn living room. Over here is a persimmon from my garden. It's on a little plate that I got that's a little Christmas plate to put tea bags on, but you could use any plate. I could probably even turn it upside down too, but right now I have it like there. Next to a wooden horse that was made by my great-grandfather for my father when he was a small boy. So using some family heirlooms for fall decorations as well. And getting back into the color theme and bringing in pictures to it, or photos. This is a picture, by the way. My son did this in, I think it was second grade art class. And it has some good oranges and greens and yellows, and also purple. Purple is just a good, on the color wheel, you know, orange and purple and green all go so well together that I thought that added a little color for fall. As for fabric, over here on the couch, I got some fabric covers, pillow covers from IKEA. And that one is in an orange. This one I got a while ago in white. What I like about that, it almost gives a candy corn look for the couch. And then I put a yellow blanket over the couch. The reason I do that is for protection, because since the sunshine comes through the window and will bleach the back of the couch, that I put that over there to kind of protect that from the bleaching. Though it is actually pretty bleached and bare under there, because when our kids were little, they used to walk on the back of the couch. I was going to take this off and let you look at it, but it's pretty threadbare back here anyway. But I just figured that would be a nice protection for it. So just using a simple top sheet and the fabric for the pillow covers. And inside these pillows, these ones in particular, I just have old bed pillows that got old, and so they folded over. They didn't have as much spoof in them, or whatever you call it, to be able to make it comfortable for you for a pillow. And then I just threw those in the washer and dryer and fluffed them up, cleaned them out, and then just stuffed them in those pillows. So they're really comfortable for when people come over if they want to relax on the couch. It's like a little bed right there. So that's using some fabric and some food and some pictures to be able to add to the fall look. And then over on the piano, we have persimmons. And the thing about these persimmons, I have a persimmon tree in the backyard. And so this way I can allow the persimmons to ripen inside the house, because sometimes the squirrels get to them and the birds. And so getting some of them early and letting them ripen in the house, not only does it add some nice fall decor, but it also keeps some persimmons for our family with not being eaten up by all the animals. Above the computer table, I have a leaf that I found on a walk last year, and I just framed it. So it's a picture of a leaf, but it actually is a leaf. So there you go. I thought that was really pretty. And then adding to the food theme, some of the items from our garden. Actually, I got these from a family member. The tomatoes and the pear from our tree, figs from our tree, persimmons from our tree. So it's just such a time of abundance. And it just reminds me of that when I have it in my house. Above the blue built-in as well, I have persimmons ripening. Yes, I will be showing you the persimmon tree in the backyard, but those are on just some grocery bags that I've cut up to put there. And we got a little monkey, little solar monkey dancing. I thought that was a cute little fall ornament. Had that for years. In fact, I got that from my daughter. She Found it at college. Didn't want it. I go, oh, that's so cute. I want it in my window in fall. And then this is a corn husk doll that I made years ago that I just thought was pretty cool. It's 100% corn husk. I tied everything with the corn husk. Tied the little wrists with the corn husk, and 100% made out of corn husk. So that represents fall as well. And then of course some more persimmons. And then something else that I've done this year is I've put out our tea out on the blue built-in because it's October and it just feels like a warm, hospitable thing to have a wide tea selection. So whether it's me and my husband or guests that come over, we have the tea right there for people to serve themselves. And then a picture that my mom did when she was at assisted living that I just have always enjoyed. And that's just fun when you see artwork. So I have artwork by my son and by my mother on display this October. So let's take a look at what's going on in the bedroom. For the picture in October, in the bedroom, we have my daughter and I, a photograph of us dressed up for Halloween. That's on my husband's bedside table. So that's the photo. And, well, there's the persimmon tree in the backyard. Can you see that? I've already picked quite a few of the persimmons, and you can still see that there's plenty left. They're still in the yellow stage out there. By me bringing them inside, they're turning orange, and then they'll turn that really dark, deep orange for when they're really ripe. Fabric-wise, and I'll go into this a little later, but I changed out my closet for fall colors. So we now have the purples and the grays and the blues and the greens. A little bit of tan. Actually, I'm wearing the tan, so you can't see it in there. And then I kind of go away from a lot of my necklaces in the fall, but these are some that I'm still wearing. And then for decorations in the fall, got a box that I got on our buy nothing or a swap, I'm not sure which, but I always thought that just looked so ornate and kind of magical for the month of October. Same thing with this little coin purse. I got that at a swap. Again, kind of magical and fancy. There's a wooden hand holding up a cloth finger puppet, and that is an owl. So, also got the candle. It's not burning right now, but to be able to have a salt candle. And then the plant. I thought that's just a nice little fall display to wake up to in the morning. Oh, I also want to show you what usually is our second bedroom that we have set up for a place for storage and for enjoyment. Sometimes my husband and I one of the other of us will come in here and read and just kind of enjoy this area. But just wanted to show what happens when you have just your regular room and how quickly it can turn into a guest room. So we took the futon and we laid it out into a bed and made an area on the red area for her to put her suitcase. So there's the bed, and then a little bedside table for her to put her books and her water. And it just made a real cozy little place. Oh, and a place to put her items in the drawers as well. So it just turned a regular room into a guest room. And of course, it wouldn't be fall without some soft, snuggly things that you can enjoy. I recently got this dog from IKEA, and I'm using it as a pillow and as a prop and just enjoying its soft fur. I know there's like blankets and pillows that you can get these days that are made out of the same comfortable fabric, but why not get something fun and playful? Get a little stuffed animal. So that's what I did. So that's another fabric piece that I've added this fall, as well as to pretend I have a dog. So thanks for joining me today for Barb Talks and for enjoying this wonderful exploration of using fabric, photos, and food in fall.